Ohio gozaimasu from Tokyo. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Ninja Monkey. I am currently in Tokyo. In what area am I in? I'm not even very sure what area I'm in, but I thought it would be a little bit of a different one, doing a Q&A from Tokyo, 6:20 a.m. roughly. Set my alarm especially for this because I wanted to try my best to keep things in schedule. Is this schedule? Is this the right schedule? Am I like an hour late? Is this the right time? I'm not too sure. But good morning, everyone. I'm sorry I wasn't able to schedule it earlier. I went to bed quite late last night, so we are gonna follow this road whilst I answer some of your questions, obviously, about Japan travel, what to do, how to do it, anything like that. Nomadic Gaijin! Hey, this time it's me doing a relatively early stream, huh? Usually you're the one that's, well, you wake up like, you're streaming like 2 hours before this. But considering that I traveled, should take me near the Imperial Palace, and I'm heading towards Tokyo Station-ish. I'll just carry on walking, and hopefully the microphone is working. Let me just tap the microphone. Actually, I don't think the microphone's connected. Let me just reconnect it. Come on, microphone. All right, that should be a little bit better. Oh boy, this is my first full day, really. I mean, yesterday wasn't too bad. I got in like at 8:30 in the morning. Frog Lady, thank you so much. So, I've completely lost track. By the way, this is what I look like first thing in the morning. But I've completely lost track of the time. Is this roughly the time when I stream on a Sunday? Is it? Roughly? These buildings here. Usually a bit earlier, okay. The thing is that also they've changed the time in, daylight saving, I think yesterday in Europe, so I'm a little bit confused. Maybe that's actually affected things a little bit, no? Let's go this way. Yeah, it was supposed to be 1 hour earlier, but I think that they've changed, I don't know. Anyway, I'm here. So 9:30 in Scotland, so actually I should be pretty spot on for Europeans. Ohio, man, how you doing? Ohio, Michael. Kazumi, hey. Daniel, how you doing? Marcus here, Frog Lady, Firam. Awesome. So many people. 6:30 a.m. here too. And I have to say, since that flight, my throat's been like super dry and very tired. So I'm gonna have to potentially try to find some goggles or something, I feel. How many Tokyo bananas until my next trip? I don't know, 8? I don't know, 9? Actually, at the moment, 0, because I've run out of Tokyo bananas. So, thank you, Mark G, to keep me hydrated. I absolutely need it. You know what? Last night got a little bit chilly. I was a little bit worried that it was going to be a little bit too cold this morning for the stream, but it's absolutely fine. I mean, I'll turn things around. You can see more or less what I'm wearing. I mean, I have like a t-shirt, like a light jacket, and then I've got this North Face, sort of like, I would call it like more like an autumn thing going. And I'm fine. So, and obviously trousers. Now, I must admit, this is not the most interesting of walks. Maybe it will get a little bit more interesting soon. Yeah, I don't think, I mean, there is some sort of like little bit of change, but yesterday was gloomy and rainy, drizzly. Today there's some blue in the sky, which is a good sign. I'm just going to check my map for a minute, give me a second. All right. The only thing about this time in the morning is that it's very unlikely that there's going to be like a coffee place open. Maybe, let's see, where are we? Ah, okay, I'm here. And I think my aim is to cross the road, maybe walk through the perimeter of this. Ah, look, the Imperial Palace is here. So you get an idea of where I am, okay, guys? So I am here, and I'm gonna walk to the Imperial. Well, not to the Imperial Palace. I'm gonna do this route, I think, and across. So just so you get an idea, from here, this way maybe, and that way, okay? Morning, Slick. Oh, maybe the Starbucks is open next to the Imperial Palace. I mean, I'll definitely get myself a vending machine coffee. I think it's going to be very early for a coffee store to be open. I mean, if this was Europe, then yeah. I think you start getting things opening as from 6:30 for coffee. There's some landmark there. Sam, it is not humid at all. There's no humidity. It's not hot and humid, basically. Right? Right, I think I'm gonna cross over to that side. It looks a little bit more pretty. Morning! Right, whilst I wait, let me just see. Can I dip into the stream for 5 minutes? No problem, Tommy. Less crowded than yesterday, absolutely. 4.5 Tokyo bananas left. Alexander, awesome. I'm gonna have to have like a quadruple shot, I think. Although I might actually end up going back to after this, heading back to where I'm staying and having a little bit of a power nap, to be honest. We'll see. The weather isn't humid. It's lovely, actually. It's much less cooler than, hey, you're in the Caribbean, awesome. It's definitely cooled down now, definitely. Actually, that's a really good question, and I'm not very sure if there's any snow in Fuji. Last year, it was so delayed. I mean, it was even making headlines around the world. The fact that Fuji didn't have any snow. It's a beautiful morning, huh? So beautiful. It got snow 4 days ago, amazing. You see, now I know. All of these trees here will be so beautiful in a couple of weeks' time. I'm guessing they'll be really, really yellow. Lots of snow in the Rockies, wow. Hey, shall I walk through that little park? Can I, is it open? So guys, this is how it's going to work from now on. Every 10 minutes or so I'll stop to have a look at the chat properly and hopefully answer some of your questions. Alright, so if you're watching, hi, my name's Nathan, Ninja Monkey. I don't live in Japan, but I'm here in Tokyo, and I absolutely love bringing you people along with me. So, what's this? I think it's too early for this. Yeah, it's still closed, so right, let's carry on walking. That skyline though. I'm living whilst I'm in Japan a little bit. Although right now I'm a little bit sleepy, I'm not gonna lie. Weirdly, I actually feel that maybe I got over my jet lag much quicker this time. I mean, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, I'm not certain for sure yet, but so over there's some kind of a garden, but even though the door was open, the sign said 9:30 a.m. So, and there's guards and stuff. Norma Gray, how you doing? Like I mentioned earlier, these trees will be so beautiful, probably I'm guessing in 2 or 3 weeks time. I mean, you can see in the distance how some of the colors are changing ever so slightly. You see it there? I mean, there is some slight, you know, like changes in color. Hey Romy. I am sort of in between Roppongi and the Imperial Palace, heading towards Tokyo Station sort of area. Moss. I mean, I don't get this in my country. Moss, just random moss. It's such a Japan thing, huh? I think that's one of the most understated things, moss. Actually, I had a moss burger yesterday with clay. One more Tokyo banana for Romy, nice. Let me just check my map a minute, so it might freeze for a second. Just be aware. Okay, we're crossing over because we're gonna sort of turn and at some point in the next 10 minutes or so, I'm gonna get myself a coffee. Thanks for those donations, guys. Definitely gonna go to a coffee. Vending machine coffee. Actually, I feel that Moss Burger has upped its game a little bit in the last few years. I wasn't a really big fan of Moss Burger, to be totally honest with you. But I had a Moss Burger yesterday. It was pretty tasty, is what I'm going to say. So I believe that we're very, very soon going to be approaching the Imperial Palace grounds, which is most likely what we see ahead of us. Again, you'll be able to, let's see where we are. There we go, we're here. And the Imperial Palace is literally ahead of us there. And just going to follow this road. Maybe I could cross over to this side, but that's my aim. Tokyo Station is in that direction. Today is Monday, so today I'm gonna take it relatively easy, I think, and then tomorrow I'd like to go on a day trip, to be honest. I'm not very sure where yet, but this is an example, guys, of how important, let me just turn things around. I'm going to read some of your comments maybe now, but I was just going to say this is a really good example of how you need to be really wise when it comes to crossing the road, because there's no more crossings for quite a while. So I might actually end up having to go all the way back, crossing the road, because I don't see any crossings anywhere near. So let me just check some of your questions. Is there any? Fresh burger all the way. Freshness burger, okay. Amazing Moss where you are, awesome. Yeah, I've never been a big fan of Moss. It was quite nice this time though. Nate, have you ever visited any maid cafes? I have. Love cafes, love hotels, love cafes, that would be pretty good. I could tell you from maid cafes, which one was it? At home, I would say that the at-home maid cafe is probably the one I would go for. The at-home maid cafe. Right. I'm gonna carry on. I don't know what the connection's like. I mean, it's okay. Seems to be okay here. And for your, we are at Sakura Daimon Station. Sakura Daimon Station here on the metro. What line is that? Yurakusho line, right? So again, you get an idea here. And I don't know, I think we can walk that way. We'll see. There's a guard here on the right, so the trees are ever so slightly starting to change. You can actually see the tips of the trees turn yellow. On Wednesday I have a day trip with Japan Ichiban, which I'm very, very much looking forward to. Today I'm sticking to Tokyo. Tomorrow I'm gonna consider and have a look at possibly heading somewhere. I don't know where yet, maybe some onsen or something, I'll see. Yeah, there is a crossing. I saw people crossing, so I decided to carry on. Yesterday, I took a bus from Shibuya to Roppongi instead of getting the train. Ooh. Connection's a bit fidgety around here. I'm going to use the word fidgety around here. There's a crossing. I'm going to cross to that side now. Hopefully an imperial vending machine. What do you think, guys? Will there be an imperial vending machine? I don't know. Maybe there is. Right, I'm going to go in that direction. A lot of crossing to be done now. This looks like a mini Tokyo station there, doesn't it? Let's go. So we're in a rather sort of like roady and industrial sort of, not industrial, but what would you call this sort of style of location that we're in Tokyo? Highway E, I don't know. Yeah, I'm guessing that the emperor wouldn't actually go to a vending machine. Okay. Lots of running going on so early in the morning. Welcome to Japan, guys. It's a beautiful morning. Lots of running clubs, groups of people running, probably maybe before going to work. Maybe they are tourists who thought, it's a great idea, let's go for a jog in the morning when we arrive. Little do they know that they'll be walking 30,000 steps today. Very imperial indeed. Check out the reflection here. Right. Actually, it would be pretty cool to run through these gates, huh? Not gonna lie. Ooh, the sun is gonna be blinding us, guys. Sorry. I guess this is the main problem when it comes to doing a morning stream with the sun, you know? But it's very, very epic looking, I think. Yeah. Very moody. Saika, how you doing? Good morning. Ohio. The floor is wet, so obviously it rained last night. You'd be a park that way. I just wanted to show you a sign here that I've just noticed. Interestingly, there's a no running sign here. So, no bicycles, no running, guys. I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit because I love the trees here against, there we go, against the buildings. This is what Japan does really well. They have a way of landscaping and it just makes it feel so special. The weather is getting colder, I'm not gonna lie, but it's pretty nice. I wouldn't say it's super cold at all. So it's just really, really nice right now. Super nice right now. Let me just check the map a minute, guys. It might freeze for. It's kind of a nice walk, a nice little walk, I'd say. There's a clear path here. There's all this pebbles here, which isn't a clear path. We have the moat on the left, the modern buildings on the right with those trees, which are absolutely fantastic. The light shining on those buildings also. Check that light. Ah, that's a shot. There's a pan down to the incredible trees. Wow, now that really feels like Tokyo, right? Maybe I'm too zoomed out. I'm literally right now, this is the Imperial Palace, just here. And on the right is Tokyo Station. I pretty much walked from Roppongi area this morning when I started the stream. Some very pretty, very, very pretty sights around here, I'm not gonna lie. Check it out. Wow, guys. Love it. Full-size bonsai, indeed. Yes. So yesterday, I'm staying with my friend Mariko, right? Oh, wait a minute, this view is pretty good. Check it out. Now that is a view. Oh, there's somebody running and she's being told off. There's a person running there and he's like, you're not allowed to run, you're not allowed to run. And she's not getting it. Right, let's not point attention at that. It's not very nice. Everyone makes mistakes. I wasn't pointing attention at the runner to make it clear. I was more pointing attention to the, the fact that they're quite strict. So yeah, I was going to say something really interesting. So last night, I was telling Mariko, who I'm staying with, and her husband, that I would like to contact Tokyo Banana, and I would like to maybe in the future do a video about Tokyo Banana or something like that. And I asked her if she could help me contact them. And the husband said to me, hey, I'm actually friends with one of the bosses of like the number 2 in the Tokyo Banana company, which is crazy. So maybe something might happen. We'll see. But that would be pretty cool. Can the Flash outrun the bullet train? Absolutely. Max Japan. What sort of a question is that? Seriously? What kind of a question is that? I mean, I'd be more interested, more than anything, I'd be more interested in the, the background stuff. Check it out. Come on, guys. I would walk around in a banana suit if it meant making some good content for a Tokyo Banana video. You heard it here first. So this area here is most definitely very like businessy, lots of offices, lots of headquarters, and it's actually not a terrible place to base yourself out of if you're staying in Tokyo, because the Tokyo station is really like, you know how they say all roads lead to Rome? Well, in Japan, all roads lead to the Tokyo station. Thank you, Kazumi. Konbini, I might get a vending machine, coffee, shortly. Now all I need on this stream is a oh my god, you're the reason I came to Japan moment. It's so pretty. Let me see what you guys are saying. Let me get out of the way. I don't want to be like in the middle of. Let's see. Last Saturday night, one of the streamers I watch put on a banana suit, really, and peeled herself. Awesome. Discount codes for Tokyo Banana, that would be amazing. Huh? I don't think I'm big enough for that. I don't think I'm big enough for that yet. but we can only just dream. I wonder how many steps I would have done before even reaching midday. Tokyo Station can be a little bit complicated though. I am staying at a friend's house in Akasaka area, Roppongi stroke Akasaka area. Look, benches, guys. I have never seen so many benches in Japan in my life. I mean, you know there's a problem in Japan when you get excited when you see a bench. Yeah, talking about Tokyo Station a minute ago, sorry, I'm all over the place this morning. But talking about Tokyo Station, it's a great location to base yourself out of, I find, or one of the satellite stations around, you know, maybe 1 or 2 stops away, at least on the Yamanote line. But if you're staying in Tokyo Station, the station itself can be a little bit tricky because it's got 2 sides and they're separated through 1 or 2 walkways, like underground walkways, and they can sometimes feel a little bit difficult to find, is what I was going to say. But once you master it, which I'm not sure I've even mastered it myself, usually I naturally wake up like at 4 in the morning with jet lag, but today, nope. Today I actually woke up to an alarm which I set for the stream. To force yourself to break your sleep pattern. Wow, check it out. All of those trees there are going to be so beautiful. 7:10 in the morning right now in Japan. Josh, I am, yeah. And let me just punch in a little bit. So all those trees will be yellow in the next maybe 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. 2 weeks. But yeah, as I was mentioning, look, we're at Hibuya Station, by the way. As I was mentioning, sometimes you need to force yourself to wake up, or else you might actually oversleep. And if you oversleep, it ain't gonna do you any favors. Quite a few lines here from Hibuya Station. Hey, you're on the Shinkansen. Also go Wonder Down Under. Where are you heading to? Are you going to be heading down to Tokyo at all? Yeah, definitely get up early if you can. But at the same time, like I mentioned, you know, you gotta like plan it well. I think I've woken up just a little bit too early for my liking, but I wanted to do the stream. But I set my alarm for, what time was it? 10 to quarter to 6 in the morning. I set my alarm and I woke up to my alarm. Realistically, maybe 6:30 or 7 in the morning would have been a much better time for my body clock to sort of adjust, but so many runners. I actually think that if I carry on walking and then I turn right, we'll get to Tokyo Station in a more beautiful manner. Question, what type of a runner are you if you run? Do you like running with somebody else, or do you prefer running on your own? Personally, I'm a solo person. Like, if I go off for a jog, I like to be on my own. This is the Imperial Palace, it's just there, guys. So if I've got my bearings right, I should turn right soon and I should be able to see the Tokyo Station. I have not seen a vending machine at all. Running is beneath you. I woke up so early this morning that I didn't even have time to put in my contact lenses. So I 100% want to get back to my accommodation at some point, put in my contacts. I like to have contacts on when I'm in Japan, because I just feel that having glasses is just an extra thing to worry about. So, you know. Yeah, I mean, you can find convenience inside Tokyo Station, I think. And actually I don't have any coins, so I have to find the vending machine that takes Suica. No vending machines, I know, right? I think it's just a very businessy sort of location, and what happens with lots of these like big buildings here is that a lot of them have their own like konbinis and vending machines inside. And a lot of the workers, they literally go from the office to the subway. Nijubashimae Shidoya line. I believe that the next right is a right. The next right is a right. The correct right. Yeah, they're all hidden. Like I said, they're usually inside of buildings. But, I mean, it's understandable. Most people in this area, they don't do what I'm doing. The majority of people in this area, they don't go for a walk to browse the area. They literally go from their office to the station and back. And now if we turn right, I'm probably going to be wrong, but I believe, is it this right? That the Tokyo station will be ahead of us. And I am right. I am correct. Ooh, let's cross here. The Imperial Palace is there, and up ahead is, as promised, Tokyo Station. Dun dun dun. Right, let's walk to. So I'm now walked to Tokyo Station. I've been walking for about an hour now. I mean, I've been walking for longer than an hour because I actually started the stream a good 15 or 20 minutes away from where I was staying. So this is a very nice shot, actually. You're right. You're right, the vibe of the area on both sides, it is very different. Now, I don't intend on going into the station, other than maybe peeking into the just the entrance, for various reasons. One, I'm not sure about the streaming indoors. Two, I'm not sure about the connection. But where's my vending machine? So basically Tokyo Station, Imperial Palace is on the far end, but you need to come out this end. And I'd say that now, for the next hour or so, things will be starting to get a little bit busier with you know, like commuters. You'll probably start seeing lots of people coming out on their way to work. It's quite a pretty building. Yeah, don't look for vent. Yeah, this area is pretty nice. I've stayed in this general area a few times. I tend to gravitate towards Ueno Station. Ueno Station is just a few stops, I think 3 stops away on the Yamanote line. Apart from that, there are some lines that have direct Ueno to Tokyo Station. So the weather yesterday was like drizzly grey. Today is warmer than yesterday, and today I can clearly see that the weather, that there's actually some clouds and some blue in the sky. Fall colors, I mean the tips of some of the trees here in Tokyo in some areas, but I think that they're still a good 2 or 3 weeks away in Tokyo. But maybe in higher elevations you start seeing a little bit more, Check out that view. This one is based on one in Amsterdam. Really interesting. For quite a few tourists, this might actually be their starting point. A lot of people might actually end up arriving here, So let's go in just a little bit. It is currently 7:26 a.m. This is the start of rush hour, I'd say. I mean, Tokyo Station is pretty good because you have access to all of the JR lines, and then very close by you have the metro. And this is the passageway to the Yaesu side. It's quite the building, huh? So you want to cross over. I'll see if it's not too busy and I keep connection, then let's walk to the Yaesu side. But I might not be able to look at comments, okay? So bear in mind. Yaesu side. We just come out of the Marunouchi exit. Lots of lockers here on the left, and you can also clearly see how there's a one-way walking system. There's a combini here. New days. Maybe I get myself a coffee. How's the connection? Just bear in mind that I'm not really pointing at anything because I want to. There's a combini there. There's a vending machines there also. Right. Combine, some vending machines here. Sorry, I did lose. Yaesu North exit that way. Let me get myself a coffee. Guys, first vending machine stop of the day. I want a latte. Do we have a latte? Coffee no. What's that? Coffee and cocoa. That one said. Red Bull, maybe it's a little bit too early. I want a latte. Let's see, is there anything else here? Right. I'm too tired to think right now. The Kohi no Koka. I don't know. Let's carry on walking. Let's get out of here. I know that once we get out of Yaesu, we will have more luck. I am a little bit pickier. Starbucks is open here. The problem with a Starbucks, it's okay. It's not a problem. I was gonna say that the problem with Starbucks is that I then have to dispose. Yeah, that's a big problem because I have a cup, and then I'm so not that I'm okay, guys. Not that I'm picky, it's just that because I'm streaming, I have to think about a few things. And that is that if I get myself a Starbucks, it means that I will then have a Starbucks cup that I won't be able to dispose of in a normal, like, vending machine trash can. Does that make any sense? And it's gonna just make my streaming really difficult. I would have got a Starbucks, but that's the main issue. So yeah, this has sort of become a little bit of a tour of Tokyo Station. There, Tokyo Station. I mean, there's various exits here. We are here. Yeah, it's the north side, exit that way. This is the passageway that we came through, just to give you an idea. And probably we'll see some more vending machines. All of these will be red, and we have cold drinks now, so that's a little bit of a change. Okay. Coffee. The latte, look. Maybe I'll get this one. The latte. Let's do it. What? Okay. Right, it's one of these. These ones are really annoying because you need to choose. Right, let me give you a little bit of advice. So when you come to these vending machines, you can't just tap, you need to choose your payment method, if it's going to be like Visa or if it's going to be IC, which is what I've just chosen right now. It's now flashing, and now I should. There we go. Nice. I got myself a warm, it's actually quite nice and warm, latte. And actually I don't have a tripod for this, it's going to be so annoying. Maybe I should start thinking about getting myself a new gimbal actually for these situations. The Japan Rail Cafe. Yeah, Philly, if you have an IC card on your iPhone, it has to be an iPhone unfortunately, then the answer to that question is yes. You can most definitely charge it with a credit card. And another important fact to know is that the Welcome Suica card, digital Suica cards, compatible with international cards. So if you do have a problem, you could try that one. Right, I'm going to sit on this bench for a minute. It's actually getting warm now. So this jacket that I'm wearing, I probably won't end up, I'll probably leave it at the accommodation later. Right, I need to figure out how to do this because this tripod is broken. Will this work? What a charming view you have on me. But anyway, I got myself this latte. How much was it? 180 yen. For those of you who haven't watched my video, 23 Celsius, nice. So yeah, this jacket is going to be way too hot. I'm going to carry on walking, guys. I mean, Okay, this is like a caramel latte. It's a caramel latte. And it's actually, I'd give this a 8 out of 10. The conversion rate, Saika, I mean, just give me a second for me to drink this and I'll turn the camera around. I mean, if you could see how I've propped it up, it's quite funny. I've shoved my phone gimbal into my bag because the little thingy is broken. Hey, Wanderlust. But yeah, the conversion rate has been holding rather steady, but at the moment the yen is weaker than ever, I think. This is not the most exciting view, I am aware, but I don't think this is the most exciting view either, to be honest. I am in Tokyo Station, you're right. This is the Yaesu central exit. Just over here, or entrance. And I've walked all the way from Akasaka, Roppongi area, all the way through the exterior of the Imperial Palace to Tokyo Station. And I am considering continuing walking and maybe heading, I don't know where, but following the Yamanote line, I don't know. I'm just finishing. Actually, I can put this away. Okay, let's continue. I'm gonna put my bottle in my bag. Yeah, bottled coffee is definitely easy to transport around, which is why I got it. Do I have a coffee mustache, people? So yeah, it's getting so hot now. I mean, I could put my jacket in my... Actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my jacket inside of my bag. Does that work? Hold on. I don't know what to do. This is starting to get annoying. The fact that my camera thingy is broken. Let me show you. Let me show you. Oop. It's only got 2 legs. The third leg broke. And yeah. This is the problem. Okay. Can I prop it up against something? Hey. Woo. Sorry. Let me just put this away. I know the thing is upside down. I always like to give different, a different side of Tokyo. Let's go. Wakey, wakey. Some fans to help out with getting a new selfie stick or a gimbal. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I mean, eventually I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and actually get myself a new one. I'm just not very sure if this is the trip for it, but it's gonna have to happen eventually, you know? Okay, let's have a look at the map, get an idea of where we're heading. We are here, and where should we go? Tokyo Station's here. We've come all the way from the Imperial Palace over there, walked this way, and we can go, I don't know, Japan, Ohayou gozaimasu. Are you impressed with my crazy streaming time? Setting my alarm for 5:45 in the morning. I mean, this side of the station is where you'll find the Pokemon center, blah, blah, blah. I'm just gonna quickly go onto my map. So give me a second, and it might sort of freeze for a second, but one moment. Matsumoto is lovely. Enjoy the castle. Like I said, take some good socks is my tip for that castle. And I believe, you've been to Himeji, haven't you? I'd love to know your thoughts on the difference between Himeji and Matsumoto. I think I'm going more for Matsumoto these days than Himeji. Good morning, Michaela. I have not forgotten you. And I'll be seeing you on Wednesday. You know, I was so confused. I thought today was Tuesday. So I am so happy that today is Monday. Right, I'm gonna carry on walking, and maybe we'll end up somewhere crazy like Akihabara or something like that, which would be quite the walk for first thing in the morning. Follow the sun. Matsumoto is really nice. I think that doing Nagano and Matsumoto together, like on one day, nice and early, works rather well too. I'm not 100% sure how much more there is to see in Matsumoto. I've stayed in Matsumoto a few times. I know that there's a few things to check out, and I'm looking forward to talking to Alan all about it. Yeah, I think Matsumoto is more distinct. It's very, I mean, the photos, I can't wait to see the photos that you show me. This is like prime time for spotting all of those morning workers, salary men and women. I'm staying with Mariko and with her husband, and oh my god, they're such amazing hosts. They're just so good to me. I'm so lucky, I'm blessed. Mariko has such a passion for Japan, and she loves Tokyo so much that it really is contagious. I mean, I love Tokyo and I love Japan, but when you hang around with a local like that and so knowledgeable, it's just a pity that she doesn't really want to be on camera too much. That's the only thing. But yeah, you'd rather be walking around Tokyo. Well, I'll do the walking for you, okay? Hey, I just wanted to take this opportunity to remind everyone, number one, can you please like the stream if you're watching? Why is it so bright? Number two, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Maybe you're not, maybe you're a long time viewer. Then I am 100% like I appreciate your subscription and your follow. And finally, I want to remind you that I actually do have a second channel called Happy Gaijin, where I will be streaming a little bit more often, and I do sort of like low-key vloggy sort of things. So check out Happy Gaijin for more content and more streams. We're not finishing yet, we're walking, I'm wide awake. Hey Lori! Monday morning in Tokyo. Am I doing any hikes? I'm not sure. Tomorrow, actually probably on Friday, but tomorrow I wanna maybe head out of Tokyo. Yeah, tomorrow I wanna head out of Tokyo, I think. We'll see. Nice morning, get out. On Wednesday, I'm getting out of Tokyo with Michaela and with Alan, and then I'm doing a little bit of a meetup with only content creators, like other YouTubers, in this case. By the way, a few people have contacted me and they've said, oh, I'd like to meet you. Are you doing a meetup? And my reply has been, I'm not planning a meetup. However, get in contact with me, and if I'm somewhere in Tokyo and you're in Tokyo and you want to come to me to grab a coffee for like half an hour, 45 minutes, I am very, very happy to do that. I'm always drinking coffee. So I will be very, very, very happy to meet anybody who's around. So just send me a message and I might say, hey, I am in Tokyo Station area, you wanna have a coffee? Come, we'll have a coffee, you know? That sort of thing. So just because I'm not doing a big meetup with like lots of people doesn't mean that I won't meet people. I just don't want to be locked into it on this trip, which is quite short. I just don't want to be locked into a time and a day where I have to be somewhere, and then it sort of like means that the whole day is dictated around that very specific thing. But I love meeting you guys. I love hearing your stories. I love hearing the way that you travel, the things that you do, the things that you've loved. And actually I learn a lot from all of your experiences. So please do reach out if I'm ever in Japan. Don't be shy. And like I mentioned, I might not come to you, but if I'm in an area and you're more than willing to come and meet me for a coffee, you're more than welcome to. So just send me a message. I know that somebody sent me a message and I replied, and hopefully I'll have to check after the Discord, after this thing on Discord message. You don't move in the ninja mode, avoiding people. No, I'm a people person. I'm a people person, 100%. I always have time for people. I mean, that's the beauty of life after all. It's all about the connections that you make, the conversations that you have, the laughs, and even the cries that you have, all worthwhile because of the people that you meet and surround you, you know? This is too deep for the morning. It's too deep. We're gonna walk on the other side of this rail track. Yeah, I've always said that the one thing that I value the most is the time when somebody, you know, puts time aside for you, or you put time aside for them. That's the most valuable thing. More valuable than a super chat, more valuable than anything, you know? Now my battery is starting to run low, so I will have to somehow charge it. Oh my goodness, is that graffiti? Is that graffiti, guys? Wait a minute. Is that graffiti? Live under the train tracks. It's always fascinating, huh? If I could make this a habit of getting up super early in the morning, doing a stream roughly at this time. What's the time now? Just around 8 a.m. seems to be a good time. I love all of these establishments. I mean, obviously they're all closed because it's not even 8 a.m. But the feel of, like I've always said it, there's two sides to any city. The morning, you know, the day side, the night side. And it's one of the reasons why I always, when somebody says to me, I want to do a cruise in Japan, I'm like, if you can help it, don't do a cruise, because if you do a cruise, you want to be back at the cruise for a certain time, and you miss the whole like evening nightscape. What's happening to Japan? I don't know. I come as a tourist and I give my perspective as a tourist. So when it comes to like Japan is changing, whatever, it's just a title that I use to show the little changes that happen on a monthly basis or every 3 or 4 weeks. Travel news, travel updates. Japan isn't changing so drastically, but across 10 years, you know, that I've been traveling, there have been some changes, some for the good, some not so much for the good, some better than others, but I can only speak from a tourist perspective. And my aim on this channel remains the same, and that is to give well-researched, solid tourist information that puts the person, the viewer and the traveler at the center of my video. You know, like that is my aim. My aim is to make sure that I give solid advice about travel, itineraries, which is well researched from a tourist perspective. I'm not a local, so when it comes to some of these more like specific social issues, it's very difficult for me to chime in. Even my Kabukicho like touts video, you know, like one night in Tokyo's most dangerous area for tourists, I put in the title because it is for tourists. I tried to spin it in the perspective was, you know, as a warning. If you're a male tourist and you don't know this, you need to know this, you know? So it's supposed to be as a warning, you know? So oh, the JR price increase 100%. is one of the biggest changes of the last 3 years. My map, it might freeze for a second. I think we're doing well, guys. So funny that I mentioned graffiti and all of a sudden there's like 20 more people in the chat. I stop talking about graffiti and they leave. Yeah, Japan does have some areas that are sketchy, but at the same time, you know, I get it. Some of the comments on that video were like, you can't compare Kabukicho to some of the cities in America and Europe, which are so much more dangerous. But that's not the point. I'm not doing a comparison between, you know, one city and actually I think I need to cross over to the other side. The whole point is that if you are a man and it's the first time coming to Japan and you've heard that Japan is so safe and you go to Kabukicho and you've drank a little bit and these touts come and approach you, that you're prepared, that you're aware of what's going on. I think awareness is so important. I mean, even this whole, I'm not going to go into it, the whole like drama that's going on right now, and it's brought so much awareness to a topic that now a lot of people are researching and looking into, and you can make your own opinion on things, but comment section on that video is so like mixed, because on one side of the comment there's so many people that are like, oh my god, this video is spot on, I've had that happen to me so many times, that's the exact same experience that I've had, wow, you know. And then on the other side I have people which were like, I've been to Kabukicho so many times and that's never happened to me. That's exaggerated. And I'm like, how could it be exaggerated? It's a freaking video. I haven't paid these touts to come and like approach me. But I must admit that on that day, it was something. It was the worst I've ever experienced it. I mean, I did interact more than normal, obviously. Usually I just say no. But still, I wanted to show possibly what could happen, you know? Foodie doesn't speak to strangers. Good boy. Right, let me plug in my phone. How did I do this last time? Hold on. Okay. Are we charging? Are we charging? One moment, guys. I've got my battery pack connected. I still have some coffee. The whole topic, I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. I mean, one of the observations that I've noticed after Chris put out his latest video is that I've had more comments coming to my channel, nothing to do with his video, that you've gone down this sensationalist route. And that's only happened as a result of Chris, and that's very disappointing because it means that some people haven't even watched my video, because if they watched my video they would see what it's all about. Plus it's a topic that Chris himself has covered a few times, including a video where I think it's called like Japan's most costly scam or the worst scam in Japan or something like that. I can't remember, but this is the worry that I have now, that will you even be able to talk about any subject that is slightly dodgy and edgy without automatically being put into the bracket of trying to be sensationalist. That is my personal, I mean, I'm not going to do a lot of sensationalists, or I don't really touch those topics, but it's a little bit of a worry. And people are very, very easy to quickly judge without even watching a video, you know. So my sound is off. Sound is off. Hold on. One moment. Okay, can you hear me now? I'm just gonna disconnect the microphone completely because maybe the microphone's run out of battery. I don't want to talk about Chris Broads. I think that he makes some really good videos, and you know, I'm the better looking person. Hey. All right. Sorry guys, it's a bit dodgy because I have to put this away, and I have to put my microphone away or else I'll lose it. I'm going to turn this off. One moment guys. Okay, and this I have to, there we go. Oh my god. All right, listen, I don't want to get into the subject. I've said it before. The only thing that I can say is I can vouch for Oriental Pearl as a friend, as somebody who I've hung out with. She's a really good person. She helps a lot of people behind the scenes. She's actually an advocate for helping the homeless. So I was a little bit shocked to see the point of view of Chris, because I know that Oriental Pearl I'm back. But I know that she does a lot of charity work. A lot of her homeless videos have actually even been like all the money has gone to the homeless charity and that kind of thing. But anyway, I don't want to get into the topic. Like I said, as somebody who knows Melissa very well personally, hangs out with her and have actually helped film some of the videos that she's actually made, the only thing I can do is vouch for her character, and the whole whether something is right or something is wrong, that's for them to iron out. It's not for us, I don't think, ultimately, you know. Hey, this is going to be a little bit difficult. All right, let's turn things around. That's a chat. There's lots of kids, so I don't want to. There's a school nearby, so I'm pointing in that direction because of the school. Right. Let's see where we are. We are here. I'm gonna walk to Nihonbashi next. Nihonbashi is the next station, guys. Yeah. Time to talk about. Wait, I think that way is going to be more interesting. I do me, I do my style. I focus on you guys, I focus on giving the tourist information, showing you Japan through my eyes. That's my thing. I might not amass millions of followers, but hopefully there's value in what I do. Nah, hopefully not. I know there's value in what I do. Look at all of these workers now. All of these people getting to work. YouTube can be very difficult though. I mean, I get it. I put a little video out, I put a little bit of time, a few hours, a day or two into making some video, and then it underperforms and it's frustrating. But hey, I should have brought a longer cable. This cable is too short and it's so annoying. This surprisingly is my favorite coffee. One of my favorite, like you know, like chain coffee stores is 100% Dotoru. Bonjour, Natalie. Wow, it must be very late in the night for you in France. Oh look, Shinkansen. You see it? Cool. I think that was a Shinkansen. Now this is such a different vibe to earlier on where I started the video. Everything has been office blocks. This is the vibe that I like. I like this vibe a little bit more. My goodness, I've walked so much. That might have been the Tokaido Shinkansen indeed. I do have an international driver's license. Oh my goodness. It's like going against so many. I don't want to film so many people, but I do have an international permit. I have it on me. Will I film? Will I drive? I don't know this trip. But I have driven in Japan before. I've driven in Ishigaki in Okinawa, and I've also driven in Hokkaido, but with a moped. So yeah, it's easy. Kanda station. Now we're getting somewhere. Hey, if you go to www.ninjasaru.com, there's a link there to the Discord. If you go to www.ninjasaru.com, ninjasaru.com, there's a link there to affiliates, to the Discord, to donating, etc., etc. I think the other side of this station is more interesting. So busy now. Yeah, come and say hello in the Discord. We have some super active, amazing people on there. I chime in every now and then. It's a great way to send me a message privately also. Obviously the number one way to support is still Patreon. Let me know if that works. Let's see, where are we? We are here. And we do have a spot to share photos, indeed. This looks interesting, huh? Here. Great. Were you able to get it through my website? Tokyo is waking up finally. I feel like Tokyo's awake now. Yay! The link in Ninja Saru works. I need to figure out a way of fixing that website. It's horrible. I put it together, it's horrible. Oh my god, the smell right now. You can smell the morning smells here, the cooking. So good. I agree. I think mornings in Tokyo are so much fun. Some more coffee, guys. Thanks to the donator for the coffee, of various donators today. Much appreciated. Helps a lot. I don't have the microphone on, by the way. I hope you can hear me okay. My sight is fine. Thank you. I appreciate it. Last time I was here, I was actually here with Jim Ross. We walked this exact route, a very similar route to here. I don't know if Jim Ross is still here, but yeah, I got a vending machine coffee just because it's a little bit it's this whole tripod thing. It's just a little bit tricky to sometimes film in a combini. Finished. Time to find a bin. Will I find a trash can? Now that is a question. Good morning, Alan. From Melbourne. Awesome. Good day. Good day. Jim, do you remember walking sort of similar this route? We ended up going to a Wendy's nearby. We walked into some kind of a random like it looked like an exhibition hall or something. This general area anyway. Gonna follow the rail, the train tracks, basically. One of my favorite things to do is actually walk following the train tracks or underneath. There's a Starbucks open. Saika, thank you so much. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thanks for the super chat. Check out the train above. Now the question is, which side will be more interesting? This side or the other side? I'm gonna stick, let's try the other side. Why not? Let me find a bin or a garbage can. A garbage can. You guys call it a garbage can, don't you? Do you call it a bin, or a trash can, or a garbage can? What do you say? I just call it a bin. Good old British bin. Good old British bin. Maybe the other side was more interesting, actually, coming to think of it. I just need to find a vending machine that has a bin next to it. Bin. All I understood, yeah, but what do you call it is a question. Look, Upper Hotel, Kanda. I mean, I'm enjoying staying in my friend's house, but I do miss my Upper Hotel. I'm not gonna lie. I like my Upper. Maybe I'll cross over to the other side, which looks a little bit more interesting. Hey, is there a bin? No, no bin. Vending machine, but no bin. The British pound is like 203, nearly 204, I think, yen to the pound, which is crazy. Yeah, the one in Ueno with the rooftop center is the one that I tend to try to stay at if I can. Vibes. I love the vibes of the train tracks. I mean, you see lots of trash cans on the right or bins on the right, but I would never put anything in some random bin without knowing exactly. When I tell my friend that I walked from Akasaka to wherever, Akihabara or wherever, and that she's going to be shocked. You could, let me just unplug the power bank now. I feel like I've got a little bit more juice and I can be a little bit more comfortable now. I think the answer is there are some appas that have twin rooms or adjoining rooms, but some appas, oh, there's a bin, but some appas, they expect you to sleep all in the same bed, although the bed can be quite big. And I think it depends on you know, like the age of your child, how big your child is. I am 100% getting my steps in. This is turning out to be a long stream, but why not? Why not? I don't want to like over tire myself on the real first day. So after the stream, I'll probably have myself a little bit of a snack, head back to my accommodation, have a shower. Very important. Let's walk on this side now. Look. I'm only here for a week, which is partly why I am trying to make the most of every second that I have. And the main reason why I've done this stream so early is because usually I have my Sunday, Monday stream, and I wanted to keep that going, you know? If I go on a day trip tomorrow, it might turn out to be a little bit harder to stream than but maybe on Happy Gaijin, maybe a little bit harder to schedule anyway. Let me check my map a minute. Will I be in Shibuya for Halloween? I think I might head to Shibuya early, if anything. I might do a little stream on Ninja Monkey. But I also think that I don't want to be in Shibuya for the like the main like busy period, because I really didn't enjoy it last year. I'm not gonna lie, last year was not very nice. It was too many people. So I might go to Shinjuku. Shinjuku was lots of fun. There were loads of you know, around Kabukicho, actually, ironically, there was a lot of people dressed up. So I might head over to that. It just feels more spacious. So Ikebukuro has already done I think yesterday and the day before, the weekend, they did some sort of a like a cosplay, Halloween cosplay festival. But I just feel that it's a missed opportunity. It's too early. It's a whole week too early. And this is the thing, that if they were to, hey, check this out. I just feel that if they were to actually do the Halloween event in Ikebukuro closer to Halloween, oh yeah, there was barbed wire, you're right. Oh my god, this is awesome. The Tanuki, right? Is it it's an Inari shrine also. Let me just walk round back here. Wow. This feels so Japan. I know I'm in Japan, but Fox. It's a tiny little shrine, but it's lovely. I like it. Right. Yeah, I've actually been to the shrine on the top of the Asahi TV like headquarters. Back in the days of COVID, when I came over to Japan and I went to the Asahi TV station, they took me to the rooftop shrine there. I actually have some footage. And apparently it's like super rare. Like Mariko, who had worked there for years and years and years, had never been, because it's like one of these things that they sort of like only take like important people to, or something like that. Thanks everyone for joining me on this stream, by the way. I appreciate it a lot. Having some commentary and the chat means a lot. And I know how hard it is for those streamers that are starting and only have a few people in the chat. It can be very, off-putting. But, just keep at it. Yeah, where the Doraemons are, basically, yeah. In that area, yeah. I used to be an important VIP. Now, I'm just a regular person. So early, there's still people getting into work. It's only 8:36 a.m. And just like that, Hibiya line, Akihabara station is, where are we? We are here. The Akihabara Hibiya line station is there. Tokyo Metro line Akihabara station. Tsukuba Express Akihabara there. Where is I think it's going to be very busy on a Monday, you're right. But gotta love it. Oh my god. I mean, Akihabara is quite an area, you know. It's a big area. I believe they have removed the Gigo sign. I believe they removed it on my last trip actually, but we can go and double check that also. I'm so glad I took off my jacket, because now I feel like I'm in more or less a perfect temperature. Check out, everyone is right now arriving. Ville de France smells so good, guys. Smells so good. It opens at 9:30, Yodobashi. I think this is a peak now, just coming up to 8:45, as in the peak for foot traffic in the streets. However, on the trains, I think 8 a.m., 7, it depends on the train line also, but generally I would say generally like 7:30 to 8:45. I mean, if you get on the train at 8:45, you're probably okay, because most of the commuters are already on the train and the train will start emptying itself. I've been on plenty of busy trains at 8:45, but you know, 2 or 3 stops in, people start getting off. and the train empties. Ooh, Vie de France minestrone soup. Interesting, never had it. Right. So, this is, I'm trying to get my bearings now. Someone did have a bad cough. And we're gonna just go under the bridge or the whatever, the tunnel here. That will get us to the electric town sort of entrance exit. Just to get you some perspective of where we are, you know. Akihabara is one of these zones. So I'm not super like otaku. Hey, check it out. Hold on a second. Oops, sorry, I accidentally I was saying that because I'm not really a big super, I mean, I love my anime, I love my pop culture, Japanese pop culture, anime, some manga, whatever, but I would say that Akihabara isn't the mecca that it is for me, as in, I don't think Akihabara is a huge mecca for me compared to some people I know that basically live here. They come to Japan and they don't leave Akihabara. So I feel that only in the last maybe year or so I've started to finally get my bearings and I now know like how to get from one area to another of Akihabara. Famous last words before I get lost. Kazumi, you're leaving today. Damn it, it's so sad that we didn't actually meet. But we could say that we're in the same country at the same time, right? Yeah, there's a new chainsaw man, right? My nephew wants me to take him. I take my nephew to all the anime stuff. I can smell cheesecake. It smells so good.
Security of stations and trains in cooperation with the police.
This
If you see any suspicious activity or items,
smells so
please
good.
notify nearby station staff or security staff.
Alright, so exactly about Electric Town exit, Electric Town gate, and you know this because the sign there actually says it. And this is the area that you're going to want to head to for most of your like manga needs, anime needs. Radio Kaikan is here. It's obviously still not open. And I believe that the Gigo building is no more. It's boring. Hey Tony P, welcome to the chat. I feel like I'm a proper streamer. 2.5 hour stream. What? I mean, there are still some giggles, by the way. Saika, thank you for joining in the stream and for your donation. Every little bit helps. All your donations, super chats help me, you know, make these streams, make it worth it. I mean, it's worth it anyway, but you know what I mean. I don't know. I mean, I wonder what they'll end up putting there. Does anyone actually know what they're gonna put there? Interesting. Another arcade, okay. I mean, I guess if they do something quite iconic with the front, it won't be too bad. It's seen some changes, you know, Sega, then Sega when everybody was upset, then Gigo, everybody was originally upset with Gigo, and now Gigo's going and everybody's upset that Gigo's going. It's just one of those things. Thank you. You're gonna be in Tokyo for Halloween. Well, if I'm around, we can have a coffee. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna cut it off at the 2.5 hour mark. It's been how many steps have I done today? So far it's nearly 9 a.m. and currently I am at 11,247 steps. 11,247 steps. I've walked nearly 8 kilometers during this stream, everyone. So yeah. Some onigiri, nice one. And it's not even 9 a.m. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find myself a coffee, maybe go to that Vue de France or something, get a little bit of a snack, and find myself some coffee, and I'm gonna head back to my accommodation, have a shower, maybe have a little bit of a rest, and continue with my day. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll end with this background. Well, that's not a very nice background. I'll end with this background. Maybe that's a little bit of a better background. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. If you're watching this on the replay, then you can still leave comments in the comment section, and also like and subscribe to Happy Gaijin, which is my second channel. I'll probably be doing a little bit more streaming on Happy Gaijin. Okay, so see you everyone. Take care.